everyone. How are you? I am back. I am back. I am Judah Bernard with the Rise Creating Your Voice podcast. I want to welcome you. I want to welcome you. You guys asked for it, and we are here. We are live. We are on point. We are doing the thing you asked for. Did I say who I was? I am Judah Bernard, the wisdom dialogue of the Rise Creating Your Voice podcast. I'm also the motivational warrior, and it's from my kitchen to yours. And we do have the 40-year-old vegan on here, which is CPP Peterson. And then she will be doing a demonstration for you with buttered cauliflower, being that this is a healthy plant-based option, and that is needed throughout our whole life. So we're looking forward to her cooking experience and her cooking skills. Now on to you, CP Peterson.
Hey, first of all, yes, thank you for that grandiose introduction. Give it up for Judy, y'all, one time. Hey, Happy New Year to everyone, 2021. We made it, we are here. But we are going to start eating a little healthier, maybe incorporate a little bit more plant-based into your diets and whatnot. So we're going to get started. What we're making today is really quick, really simple, only takes a few ingredients. And the main ingredient, let me bring it to the stage, cauliflower.
Woo!
How many people love cauliflower? See that there?
What else like that?
Cauliflower. Get your medium size, large size cauliflower. All right, guys? So for the buttered cauliflower, I'm just going to put this to the side because I have already broiled the cauliflower. It's going to call for us to broil the cauliflower with some full fat coconut milk. We want to put a little bit of ginger in there, grind the ginger. We also want to add a little bit of salt and pepper. And then we're just going to simply broil our cauliflower for 10 to 15 minutes. I have already pre-broiled the cauliflower, as you can see here. Don't let that little burntness on there scare you. Just be sure that when you broil things, you want to watch it closely because ovens, they vary. So you want to broil it for maybe 15 to 20 minutes. All right. So I've already chopped up the cauliflower in the bowl, and then I put it in the oven along with the full fat coconut milk, the salt, the pepper, and the fresh ginger. And then I broiled it for 15 to 20 minutes. All right. So we'll set that to the side. In addition, what we have going on here in the skillet is we have some onions. Let me see if I get a little closer. Okay, we have some chopped onions, and we have a little bit more ginger. And then we also added some olive oil. All right, a little bit of olive oil to our pan, to our skillet. So again, you have your chopped onions, a little bit of fresh ginger. I love ginger. How many people love ginger? How many ginger lovers do we have? So Judah loves the ginger.
Ginger lovers.
Ginger, a lot of benefits to ginger. So I like to use the fresh ginger, and all you do is you just take a little bit of it, cut it, and then just grind it. So I'm actually going to add a little bit more ginger here. Just simply do this. And then add as much ginger as you like. It only calls for about a thumb full of ginger, so you don't want to overpower your dish with too much ginger, okay? So we're going to let our onions cook here for a minute, maybe 5 to 7 minutes until they are golden brown, okay? And as we do that and letting those cook, the onions and the ginger and the olive oil, we have a few seasonings in addition that we need to throw in, okay? So we have some curry. We have a little Garam Masala, which is going to be the key to this dish. And then we also have some turmeric, all right? So we're just going to go ahead and add those seasonings to our onions and our ginger. And we're going to stir that in and let that cook down for a minute. When I tell you guys, the key to this dish is the spice, the Garam Masala. You can buy it store bought, or you can make it. All it calls for really is cardamom, nutmeg, cinnamon, peppercorn, a little. You can throw a little salt in there. I'm missing something. Oh, ginger, cumin, and I feel like I'm missing a key ingredient. But if you cannot find those, which you should be able to find them, but if you can't find them already where they're whole and you have to grind them, it's okay. You can find this spice already pre-made. All right. So we have our onions and our spices cooking along with the olive oil. We are going to add in, and this is where we're going to turn the heat up just a little bit to about a medium high, but we're going to watch it closely. We're going to add in some full fat coconut milk. Do not confuse it with coconut cream. Two different things. So you want to make sure you get your full fat coconut milk, about 2 cups full. And we're just going to add that in to our spices and onions. And we'll add about half and half. Let me tilt this down so you guys can see.
Yummy. Make me want to go say,
So in here we have about half of our coconut cream, our onions, and all of our spices. Now we're going to add in half of one 6-ounce can of tomato paste. Okay. And we're just going to add in about half of that. And then guess what we're going to add next? Our broiled cauliflower. That's simple. So we have the onions, the spices, all mixed in. And then we have some tomato paste, which we're blending in now. And then we're just going to throw in our cauliflower, our broiled cauliflower. All right. So that is in the skillets. And then we'll throw in the additional full fat coconut milk. Again, not to confuse it with coconut cream. So we'll add that in. And then we'll add in the rest of our tomato paste. And then we're going to add a little bit of salt to taste. So I wait until the end to put the salt in, just to kind of give the other flavors a chance to kind of set in. And then since we've already added, I did forget to mention that with the broiled cauliflower, you do want to add in your minced garlic. Guys, I'm not about that chopping up garlic life, so I will buy the the pre-chopped minced garlic. And yes. So I've already added in about 4 tablespoons of it with the broiled cauliflower, but I'm going to add in about another 1 or 2. I love garlic. Who else loves garlic?
Let me see those hearts for garlic. I got hearts already. Yes, I love garlic.
Love it, love it. And it's healthy for you too, okay? And then lastly, we cannot forget a little bit of coconut oil. So far, what we've added in our buttered cauliflower is we've broiled our cauliflower with a little bit of minced garlic, salt, pepper, and a little bit of the full fat coconut milk. While that was broiling, we then, in a skillet, we cooked up some onions, added our seasonings, our turmeric, our coconut curry, and our Garam Masala. Let that cook a little bit longer. We added our broiled cauliflower in there along with tomato paste, some more full fat coconut milk, and now we're going to add a little bit of coconut oil. About 2 tablespoons, okay? And then from there, we're going to just let this all cook together. What questions do you guys have so far? This is a simple, easy dish to make. You can eat it with Naan bread, you can eat it with rice. Very quick, simple, easy dish to make, and it is healthy. And you're still on the whole plant-based tip. This dish is very similar to those that are still eating meat or whatnot. It's similar to a buttered chicken. And I'm going to show you guys in just a second what we're working with here. We're going to let it cook a little bit longer.
They said that coconut oil looks really thick.
It's going to melt in our pan. You know, coconut oil will melt. As soon as you put it in your hand, it melts. So we're going to let this cook down a little bit. And then I'll show you guys. You can also, if you want to, you can pre-melt your coconut oil. But, you know, once it hits that hot skillet, it's going to cook down and melt nonetheless. I actually, I had grabbed a pretty large head of cauliflower. So what I'm going to do is I have a little bit of additional coconut milk that I'm going to add. Typically, it costs about 2 1/3 cups of full fat coconut milk, but I'm going to add just a tiny bit more to the dish.
They said they put the coconut oil in her hair.
That it's good. Listen, it's good for your hair, your skin. What else? Your body. I already said your skin. So you guys don't. Who cooks with coconut oil?
I do on occasion. I think coconut oil to me provides too much sweetness sometimes.
It gives that coconut taste.
Yeah.
Do you get the refined or unrefined?
I think I get unrefined.
Unrefined, okay. Yeah, it shouldn't make it. It does give a hint of that coconut taste, slightly, but it shouldn't give off too much sweetness. We're not adding anything sweet to this dish. It's more so going to be a more authentic, not spicy, but you have the Indian taste to this dish. And I think I'm going to add a little bit more tomato paste as well, because like I said, this wasn't the head of cauliflower I used. I had broiled the cauliflower, but it was about, I don't know, it seemed to be about 2 times bigger than this little small one I have here. So I'm going to add just a little bit more tomato paste here in just a second. And before I do that, let me add a little bit of salt. Salt to taste. And I'm using kosher salt. We all know with kosher salt, it doesn't take very much to season it. Do you guys prefer rice on your dish, or do you prefer like a naan bread, the Indian bread, if you've tried that?
Do you guys like rice or naan bread? These are questions. Let's see what we're answering. Rice or naan bread, what do you guys like? I'm preferably rice.
Rice? Okay, good. I did prepare rice in the rice cooker. I cannot make rice on the stove. I've had people tell me, put a little bit of water and just let it boil. I burn it every time. So if anybody has tips on how to make perfect rice on the stovetop, please let me know.
I got perfect tip.
Okay, how do you make it? Step one.
Step one. First of all, you got to get the rice.
Okay, step two.
Step two is you got to get a boiling pot or a pot that you're okay with. You cannot you just can't leave your rice sitting there.
Okay.
Rice needs to be baby-fied.
Baby-fied meaning? Baby-fied meaning what? You have to watch it?
Yeah, you need to stir it. You need to stir it continually. It's sort of like you pampering it. See, you go and put your rice on, think it's supposed to do all that by itself.
Right, exactly. That's what I need, convenience.
They said rice cooker.
A rice cooker, y'all. I do not have time to
watch
I
don't like the rice cooker. I love looking at my rice and watching it mature into mature adult rice.
Why don't you like the rice cooker? What's the difference in the taste?
With me, I think the rice cooker make it too pasty.
You think so?
Yeah, I like mine a little smooth where it doesn't look clumped up. I don't
Okay.
like the clumped up look. I like mine just fluffy. Like once I strain it and do all that, I don't let it sit. I eat it immediately.
Okay. You don't play no games, huh? Even made
Yeah.
quinoa in the rice
So,
cooker.
yeah, somebody said the rice cooker overcooks it if you don't watch it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Well, no, you do not have to clean and remove the starch from the rice by squeezing it and changing the water. I don't know. Maybe they do that in China or Japan. I don't know. But what I do is I rinse mine off and I thoroughly rinse it off, being that if it comes out of the bag, and it's not necessarily starch, but the contents in which the manufacturer gave it, we don't know what they put on it. So what I do is wash it for protection of my body too as well. I don't say I remove the starch or the starch comes in it, whatever, but my rice usually turns out fluffy. So I usually soak it just
Okay.
like my beans and things like that, to make sure that it has the potential of being a favorite rice. Because sometimes
Gotcha.
rice, they die in the process. So I go through a ceremony.
I didn't know that. How many of y'all knew that? The whole presentation that Judy just gave about rice.
Yes.
I didn't know that personally. I just would just put it in the rice cooker and just boom.
But the thing is, still rice is processed. So at the end of the day, we don't know who manufactured, what sheet of stuff, whatever it went on. You got to protect yourself.
True. And are you guys eating white rice, brown rice? What kind of rice are you guys eating?
Me, preferably, I like jasmine. What's that? Basmati, um,
Okay.
and brown rice.
Gotcha.
I hate to be the one still talking. What do you guys like? Oh, Keisha said, yes, I hear they're cleaning rice and grits. I don't clean my grits. I like mine gritty.
Clean it.
I ain't lying. You
Yeah,
want
yeah,
minutes?
that's okay.
Some people said, somebody said Uncle Ben's 1 minute rice. Hey, take it to Jamaica.
Not
I
mad
agree.
at you. Hey, I used to rock with Uncle Ben's rice for a
Hey,
very
we all
long
did,
time.
especially growing up. Uncle Ben's
Right.
rice, you put it in the microwave, it's a done deal. Boom.
Exactly. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is cooking up nicely. So just to recap with you guys, we're making the buttered cauliflower. All it calls for is just a head of cauliflower about medium size. You want to cut it up, wash it, broil it with salt, a little bit of salt and pepper added. You can put your minced garlic. You can do your ginger, and then you can do a little bit of coconut, just a little bit. Broil that for 15, 20 minutes. While that is
Yeah.
broiling, you want to go ahead and chop up your onions, put those on the skillet with a little bit of olive oil, a little bit more ginger, and all of your spices. Okay, that garam masala is going to be key to this dish, along with the curry, coconut curry, and turmeric. But didn't mention turmeric. All right, and it all just comes together in the skillet together, and then you add your tomato paste, the rest of your full fat coconut milk, not coconut cream, because coconut cream has that sweet hint to it. And then you will add a little bit of melted coconut in the dish as well. Salt to taste. You can add a little bit more pepper if you choose. And then we were just talking about rice. You can make your rice on the side. You can make have some naan bread, and there you have it. And I'm going to show you guys in just a second here what we're working with.
Are there any questions? I know the 40-year-old vegan is cooking. What are some of the questions we have for her as she's cooking and making that great presentation? I still have yet to see it freeze dried and shipped to me so I can taste it.
We're working on that. We're working on that.
I want to be
We are
like,
working on that. I'm
that's
going
why
to
I
give
have
it a taste here. You have your virtual what?
my virtual fork.
Okay. It's waiting for you. Just wait for it. Wait till I plate it. This plate is going to be for you, Judah.
Okay, that's what it is. I'm ready.
Guys, that is perfect. I'm telling you,
Uh-oh.
don't let the look of the little crispiness of the cauliflower for you. But that Indian spice is key. You've got to get I always say it wrong. So pronounce, if I'm saying it wrong, let me know. But Garam Masala. Garam Masala.
That's right, Garam Masala.
Okay. Garam Masala.
Or if you want to say it like I said, Garam Masalas.
Garam Masalas. All right, let me show you guys. Turn this down a little bit. We can turn the heat down. I know we had it up on medium high, but we can turn it down a little bit. And then it's almost done. So after you put everything in your skillet, I would say to let it cook for an additional maybe 10 minutes or so, because again, you've already broiled your cauliflower, so it's already cooked. So you're just letting all those seasonings and flavors kind of just get together and just marry one another. Okay.
Any questions? For those who just joined, we are making buttered cauliflower. It's like buttered chicken and things like that. You can match it with rice. You can match it with naan bread. We're saying naan, that's N-A-M bread. That's like the flat bread that they use to dip and scoop and slop up the sop and all that good stuff. Sort of like cornbread, when you get your cornbread for Thanksgiving or wherever, and you slop up the rest of the stuff. Any piece of bread is, mainly for slopping it up and eating it, Keep it moving.
Judah says slopping it up and eating it.
Hey, I told you I am from Mississippi. We call it slop.
Not slop. Are y'all laughing at him? Because I am over here dying laughing. He said slopping it up, honey. We're going to slop it up in 2021. How about that?
2021. Remember that.
I like that. I'm going to use that.
They said, do you have a gas or electric stove?
I have electric. I do not know how to cook on a gas stove. I'm going to be honest.
I have gas. I love gas.
Oh, my gosh. No, it's so hard for me to cook on it. It cooks a lot faster.
I love gas.
Electric over here. I guess, I don't know. Gas stoves, it pros and cons.
Yes. I think with me, with electric, sometimes I don't know how to gauge it. But with gas, I'm on it.
I think the clicking scares me. I think I'm gonna like burn something up. That click, and I see the fire come out. I'm like, oh gosh, Right. So that kind of throws me off a little bit. So guys, we're gonna go ahead and plate this, and then I will show you what we're.
And while we plating it, do anybody have any questions? Any questions?
Rice.
How many of you guys would love to see a cooking class with the 40-year-old vegan? So we prompted this the other time because what we do, we're collabing to do something in February where there's a cooking class. And we're going to say, oh, that's a nice piece of rice.
Isn't it? Huh?
You almost made me put my thing up to the screen. I almost ate that off the screen. I was going to virtually eat it.
I got you in just a second. I got you. This is your plate, Judah.
Oh, Lord, I'm scared already.
So this is what we're working with, guys. I'm gonna cut that down. And let me show y'all, I'll give y'all a little close-up of this buttered cauliflower. You got it, Judah?
I'm trying to. Look. Hold on. Keep it right there. Let me get it.
Right there?
I got it.
Y'all, when I tell y'all the smell, it is very reminiscent of, if you like Indian dishes, authentic Indian dishes, this is it. One key ingredient is your cauliflower. And of course, the garam masala. You'll need that.
I'm ready. I'm ready for my taste. You ready? I'm finna taste it. I'm finna taste it. Everybody get ready.
Okay.
Everybody get ready.
Taste it with you. Here we go. Let's see what we're working with.
Oh, I taste like that. Let me stop. Okay. I don't want to eat with my mouth full. That Garam Masala is yeah. I feel it. It's virtually going inside of me. I love it.
Y'all,
I love it.
It's so good. This recipe actually is in 20 Shades of Vegan Volume 1. Volume 2 is coming out shortly, I promise you. But you got to get Volume 1. Simple, easy dish to make. The full recipe, of course, with step-by-step instructions is in there. Buttered cauliflower. Let me just show y'all. That's from it being broiled, but it is yummy. What did everybody eat bringing in the New Year? So did everyone have their black-eyed peas and collard greens?
What did you eat coming into the New Year? I know I had my black-eyed peas. I guess I can show y'all my stuff.
Yes, y'all know Judah can cook too. We can throw down. Don't let him fool you.
Here's my black-eyed peas. I don't know if y'all can see this. There's my black-eyed peas in their rare form. Let you know I ate a lot of them.
That's good. We're all gonna have some good wealth, happiness, prosperity.
Yes.
In 2021. And more plant-based dishes in your life. Health is wealth for sure. All right.
Yes. Health
so this
is
again
wealth.
is an easy dish you guys can make. I'm here to help you.
So, 40-year-old vegan, how long do you think automatically in prep time, boiling the cauliflower, making everything, will this meal cost them as far as time and labor?
I would say the longest part of it is actually the broiling the cauliflower, which takes about 15 to 20 minutes, just depending on your stove setting. So that would be the longest, because while that's broiling, you can chop up your onions and you can put your spices in the skillet along with the olive oil. You cook that up. As soon as that cauliflower is done broiling, you just put all those ingredients together with your full fat coconut milk, your tomato paste, additional garlic, and let it cook for another, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. So we're looking at maybe half an hour.
Half an hour, considering, if you're cooking other products and things like that, that it will change into probably 45 to an hour to 2 hours.
Oh, now if you're taking 2 hours to I don't know, then you need hit us up. Judah can cook. Hit us up, because it shouldn't take an hour or two. It shouldn't take 2 hours. I'll say that.
Right.
To make this dish here, it shouldn't take very long at all to make the buttered cauliflower.
So, any questions out there? Any questions? Any comments? They said it looks great. I've had this dish before. It's delicious. CP is a great chef. So this is somebody who's already tasted your cooking. I'm a little upset by that because I had to virtually taste it. So Vanessa Jenkins, shout out to you. I'm a little mad about that, but it's all good. It's okay to be mad. I'm okay with my feelings.
Don't be like that. I got you. As soon as I can get to the DC area, I got you. You're the first stop.
You're here, and I'm going to hold to it.
I said it. You got me.
It's on live, and it's going to the world. You got to make it happen. And if you don't stop, that means something's wrong. Any questions or comment for the 40-year-old vegan as we here? We still have a couple of more minutes that we want to talk to you guys. What are you guys doing? How are you looking at? Can you share the recipe? Looks good. And what we're going to do when we go to the podcast version, the recipe will be in the podcast version. So stay tuned when we post the podcast version. That will happen on the second Sunday in this month, which is next Sunday. We're going to drop her episode. Okay. Is that okay with you guys? Can you wait till second Sunday?
Y'all wait.
Can you? Shauna?
But don't forget,
wait till the second Sunday. It will be in podcast format, and we will be giving that to you guys. And also, just buy the ebook. She won't have to share.
There you go. This recipe is in volume 1 of 20 Shades of Vegan.
Yes.
So go out there and get it. Definitely, I appreciate you guys' support. If you're a first-time viewer, second-time viewer, lifelong viewer, I do appreciate all of your support. So
yeah. And we love you guys. We love you guys. We really mean it. And what we want to do in 2021 is what the Rise Creating Your Voice is, provide social platforms for those people like the 40-year-old vegan that has a great ministry, that has a great platform for cooking, and also is healthy cooking, and providing those worldwide who may feel like, oh, I don't feel like cooking, or maybe I don't have enough recipes. We're going to actually provide something where we're having cooking classes so you guys can enjoy the 40-year-old vegan too as well.
Absolutely. I look forward to it. Just being able to help you guys incorporate some more plant-based dishes into your life, show you something new, show you how easy it can be. And some of those myths that, plant-based food is more expensive. If you're buying the Beyond Meat, Impossible Meat, and the cheeses and things like that, it can become a bit pricey. But if you're buying whole grain foods such as beans and vegetables and fruits
Right.
and things like that, that's where it's not as pricey. So let me show you guys how to incorporate some of those dishes and items into your life.
And also, you got to know the shelf life of those live plants like cauliflower. You got to know the shelf life of pomegranates. You got to know the shelf life of pears. You got to know the shelf life. So the thing is, you can't go and buy something and you think it's going to last for 3 weeks.
Absolutely.
That doesn't happen in plant-based.
It is not, and I will testify to my dad doing that. He'll get squash and pears and bananas, and a month later it will be sitting there. And I'm like, Dad, you can freeze some of this stuff, or let me show you how to preserve it, or give it to me. He'll just let it go bad.
So we know you want to be healthy, but then again, you still have to learn the shelf life of these vegetables and fruits too as well.
Absolutely, you do. Yep. So 2021, guys, here it is. This is the year you take a little better control of your health. And It starts from the inside. It definitely starts from the inside. Any more questions about the buttered cauliflower? Things you guys would like to see me cook? If you do have volume 1 of the cookbook, anything with in there, or maybe outside of the cookbook?
Is there anything plant-based that you would like for the 40-year-old vegan to cook? So speak now or forever hold your peace. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year, Vanessa. Anybody? Anything. So one thing is, what are some of your specialty items that can give you about 15 minutes? I know I love to do risotto.
Risotto, okay. I have never made that, but that could be something I can add to the list of things to make this year, along with, it's similar to lasagna, right? Oh, you're talking about the rice risotto.
Yes, the rice risotto,
okay.
Yes.
Okay, I'm thinking of ricotta. I don't know. I was thinking that.
Exactly.
Okay. I have never made risotto, but it could be something I can definitely learn.
Yes. I love the risotto thing, and I do it in my wok.
Ah, so maybe you can show us how to make some risotto.
Now she's going too far. Plant-based artichoke dip.
That probably would be easy to make. I'm thinking just artichokes, and they have plant-based. What goes in artichoke? Let me think.
They said the vegan cheese.
Vegan cheese, cream cheese?
Spinach and artichoke dip, and they said vegan cheese with vegan cheese, I guess.
That's simple enough. That whoever just said that just gave away the ingredients. It's just getting that artichoke, cooked up, and then mixing all those other ingredients, the spinach and cream cheese and the cheese, and boom, you have some artichoke dip.
You got artichoke dip.
Yep, eat it with some chips, with some bread again, and there you have it.
Put over
so maybe I'll do that.
Then you can have a risotto. Spinach and artichoke.
So that's risotto. Okay.
Yes, because those are the basic ingredients for risotto, like the vegan cheese, the butter. I usually put whole fresh vegetables in there. I do different risottos, mushrooms, all that stuff. Yes.
Okay, that's simple enough. Boom. So he just gave y'all a free recipe right there, actually, for the risotto.
Y'all got to pay for that recipe. Hey. My Cash App is $. No, I'm just playing. So risotto is good. It's quick and easy. Quick and easy.
So it's like it's a rice dish, or what is it made?
It's a rice dish, yes.
Okay. What about desserts, guys? Any vegan desserts that you would like to see made?
Any vegan desserts? Y'all better speak. Oh, somebody said I love risotto. Well, Dion, you'll have to come on and watch me cook it, I guess, one day.
Yep, y'all heard Judah. Just like he held me accountable, We're going to watch him make some risotto in 2021.
Yeah, like December 2021.
That's okay.
Somebody said cheesecake.
Cheesecake. That is actually in 20 Shades of Vegan Volume 1. It is the raspberry cheesecake.
Raspberry cheesecake. Go get the ebook.
Yeah, it just takes a couple. Now that takes 2 days to make because you have to let it sit overnight to firm up.
You got to firm that thing up.
You do. You got to firm it up. So
you don't want no loose cheesecake.
You sure don't. If you've ever had a runny cheesecake, and you ate it,
I'm about to throw up in my mouth. Stop.
Shame on you. Shame on you for eating the runny cheesecake.
Please. And it had no firmness. Oh no. That's the wrong type of thing.
Right. We're not eating bad foods in 2021. No runny cheesecake.
Somebody said molten chocolate cake.
Got you on that. I actually make a really simple 15-minute chocolate blender brownies. You put everything in the blender and bake it for about 8 to 10 minutes. And it's very similar. You have that, it's very soft and moist and easy to make. So we definitely can do something like that next time.
Are there any more questions? Any more comments? We love that you guys have tuned in. Where can they look you up at? The 40-year-old vegan. I know many of your things, but I want you to tell them.
You guys can find me on Instagram under the 40-year-old vegan, and it's OLE. So the 40-year-old vegan. You can find me on Facebook. It's CP Peterson on Facebook. And you can also find me on Twitter. It's the 40-year-old Veg one. So I'll be sure to provide that to Judah so he can post that. But I think he did share it on his page.
Yes, I did. So one thing is what we're trying to do is just as the world trying to eat more healthier, we're not telling you to go into a plant-based life, but at least try it out.
Exactly.
That's important. I mean, only you know your body, and that's the important thing too. What's next for everyone is learning how to do what's right in society, and just a plant-based life is a good way to go. Not asking everybody to go that way, but just know your body and know, especially whatever your dietary needs are and what you need to survive. Because some people say, my doctor said I need meat. Okay, and I can't argue with that.
Right.
But know your intake and know the calories and things you need to survive. Um, Once again, we're going to under the direction of the 40-year-old vegan, we're going to actually do a cooking class. I don't know whether she wants it live or whether we have our own little private room, but we're still in collaboration about that. But we'll be sending you guys who are interested to join in. So if you're interested, send some hearts, send some email addresses. You can actually send it to the 40-year-old vegan, or you can send it to myself. So then we know at least the people that are interested. We will be sending things out to you guys. Um, we have many other things that are coming on board. And we just love just reaching out on this social platform and providing a social platform for people just like you and I. Once again, I am Judah Bernard with the Rise Creating a Voice. I am the motivational warrior and the wisdom dialoguer. And our intent is to provide educational and motivational communication through varied subject matters. You will see everything on here from cooking to mental health to barbershop to anything that we can talk about. Because the thing is, one thing is we don't do is have communication about difficult situations, difficult topics, and also learning how to live healthy. So we want to have those conversations on here. It's not our opinions, but it's a way of life. And living a way of a healthy life is something that we should all aspire. Are there any more questions before we leave here? I send out motivational text every Wednesday. You can text The Rise to 844-452-4110. If you're interested in being interviewed, you can email me at thetrjudah@outlook.com, or you can go to my webpage at www.therise.live. Hit the contact button and also hit me up that way too as well. Are there any more questions? Live cooking demo, 3 courses. That's what they said to you.
Live cooking demo, 3 courses. Okay, give me a little bit more. You can hit me up again on Instagram, or my website's the same, www.the40yearolevegan.com. And send those ideas to me, and then we definitely can put something together.
Once again, we love you guys. We appreciate you guys for coming and supporting us. I'm like none other. Where 2 or 3 are gathered, he'll be in the midst of them. So we're going to continue just gathering and giving you tips on being healthy, and also tips on just going to the next level of your life, knowing what change means to you and where you see yourself in 2021. So we look forward to more of the 40-year-old vegan cooking shows, and also actually having private cooking lessons too as well. So if you're looking forward to that, reach out to us as soon as possible so we can go ahead and make that happen. And what we're looking for is a date in February. We have not put a date out, but we will put it on our Facebook Live and Instagram once it's out. So make sure you turn on those notifications. Make sure you subscribe to both mine and the 40-year-old vegan. She put out all of her social media contact, and it will be available on all social media contact. Any party words you'd like to leave with our guests?
As remember, 2021, a healthy outside starts from the inside. So you got this, you can do it, be encouraged, stay encouraged. And thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you. And I appreciate you, Judah, as well, for having me on your platform.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime. Family, iron sharpens iron. And we'll continue to sharpen each other until we reach what? The platform in which we were intended for. When you have your restaurant, and I will be on the network channel. So we're looking forward to that. And we're collaborative, and the only person that's doing our grand opening will be Judah Bernard.
Absolutely.
So just putting that bug out there, Oprah.
I got you. Restaurant opening, you're on it.
So, love you guys for being here. As we leave here, tell a friend, tell a phone, tell your spouse, and tell everyone. We'll see you on the next podcast. Good night.
A million faces